Good morning, students. Grade class 8 and subject computer. And today's topic is primary key. We are going to see what is primary key in a database like MS Access. Primary key is a standard feature of every database management system. A primary key is a sort of check on the table that every record in the table in the field is unique. For example, if there is a field, then all the value of that field is unique or not, we can see and we can find out, and that field only can be the primary key. Or primary key is an indication also that this particular field is a unique value field. Only unique value field can be a primary key. In a primary key field, both redundancy, data redundancy and data inconsistency feature is applied. Okay, what is mean by data redundancy? Data redundancy mean to say that duplicate entry of data is not allowed. So in a primary key field, data redundancy not allowed. It is a sort of check, as we know that in every record in that particular table in that particular field is unique. In a primary key field, null values are not allowed. Mainly, a numeric value field can be a primary key. A yellow color key near to the field name in design view. In this picture you can see yellow color key in design view is identification of primary key field. Mean to say that roll number is primary key field in this table 2. Table number is table 2 written here. That is default name. In a table, primary key is needed for relationship creation between two tables. The other use of primary key is what? For relationship creation, and it is the main function of a primary key. That with the help of primary key, we can find out this particular field is a unique value field. All the elements of this field is unique in this table, and this field is responsible for this field only responsible for the relationship creation between two table. This is the main characteristic of relational database management system known as RDBMS. What is? Create a relation between two table or more than two table. So this primary key is needed for relationship creation between two tables. If more than one field is combined to form, say here, combined to form a primary key, then it is known as composite key, or it is called as composite key. Why? Because with the composition of two field we are getting the unique value field for identification. What is the meaning of unique value field? Why we are using unique value field? For identification. For example, your roll number in the class is a unique value, so this we can use for identification. It is possible that more than one person will be there with same name, but roll number will be unique, so easily we can find out XYZ with this roll number. So when we will say XYZ, then there is a chance of two person will be there with same name, but if I will call with roll, then only one person will be there. So unique value field we can easily find out with the help of primary key, and only primary key can be a main participant in table relation. Now the next topic is setting a primary key. To set the primary key, follow the steps given below. In design view, select the desired field, click on design tab. After that, go in tools group, click primary key button. Or another method by right click on the field and select the primary key option from the context menu. We know that when you will click right click, a shortcut menu is coming and the name of that shortcut menu is context menu. So using context menu also you can set a primary key in your field. The field will be set as the primary key indicated by a small key in the field selector column. A small yellow color key we can see, that is the indication of primary key. Now save and close the table. The primary key is a toggle key. What is mean by toggle key? That a key or a button that is needed to be on and off. The primary key is a toggle key. To remove the primary key, check from the field, select that field and click on the primary key button. So it is toggle key. Again click on that primary key button. It will be off. Next topic is editing tables in Access. Find the record by scroll through the records or using record navigator. Where is record navigator? At the bottom you can see some buttons are given, that is known as record navigator. So simply find the record by scroll through the records or using record navigator, and then double click on the cell where you want to make changes. Type the information into the cell. After double click you can see your cursor will be there. Then type the information into the field and click outside the record to apply the change. Very easy. That is editing. Next one is inserting or deleting field in datasheet view. The steps are: open a table in datasheet view, right click on the field on the left of which you want to insert a new field. Once again, right click on the field on the left field on which you want to insert a field. Context menu will appear. Select the insert field option. Insert field option and you can see a new field is inserted there. Or same we can do with the help of another steps also. Select the field on the right of which you want to insert the new field. Select the field on the right of which you want to insert the new field. Click on Fields tab, Add and Delete group. Select the data type for the field. Click on Fields tab, Add and Delete group. Then select the data type for the field. New field, field 1 will be inserted on the right of the selected field. By default, field name is field 1 and by default table name is table 1. And deleting field in a data sheet view. How we can delete? In same manner, right click on the field to be deleted and select delete field option from the context menu, or select the field. Another method, select the field to be deleted and then click on the delete option in the records group. Delete option in records group on the home tab and you can delete. Next, moving a field. Easily by drag and drop method we can move a field. Click on the field header and drag and drop the field to the desired location where you want to drop it. Once again, easily by drag and drop method, simply click on the header of the field that you want to move and then drop at the desired location. This is drag and drop method for moving a field. Hide and unhide a field. We can hide also. Then what we can do, how we can do this one? Right click on the column header that you want to hide and select hide field option from the context menu. Do right click, context menu will come and choose their hide menu. Then that field will be hide. To unhide the field, right click on any column header and select the unhide fields option from the context menu. Okay, simple. Next one is sorting data within a field. Sorting means what? Arrangement of data in ascending or descending order is known as sorting. So we can sort any particular field by context menu also and by other way also. So see here, select the desired field, right click on the field, context menu will come, and here you can select A to Z or Z to A. Sort method, sort smallest to largest or sort largest to smallest. Both option is visible in picture also. Choose any one. A to Z means smallest to largest and Z to A means largest to smallest, and you can see that particular field will be sorted. Next one. Next one, filtering in a data sheet. Filter option in a database we are using to find out a specific record. What particular record I want to see that particular information, we are using filter option. So filtering in a database with the help of a funnel key, a funnel symbol, we can find out this is a filtered field. Mean to say that in this field filter option is applied. How we can find out? With the help of that funnel symbol. See here, you can display specific records of a table in data sheet with the help of a filter option. The steps to filter data in a data sheet are as follows. Click on the drop down arrow present at the right of the column header whose data you want to filter. By default, Access selects all the checkboxes under the text filter. Click on the select all checkbox, so all will be selected. Now select the items that you want to display in your dataset. You can select as many items as you want. Here you are selecting the names of only 3 students, for example, and click OK. You can remove the filter option by from there only. You click by clicking on the funnel key, because this filter option is also a toggle key. And what is the location of this? Sort and filter group on the home tab. So by using filter option we can find out the specific record in a database. Now here is the next topic, advanced filter in dataset. Advanced filtering in a dataset. An advanced filter is quite similar to a multi-level sort in Microsoft Excel. An advanced filter can really help you to narrow down your records. Narrow down your records means easily we can find out the list record what is desired for your work out of the big amount of information set or data set. To apply an advanced filter, just follow the steps. Select the class column header. Okay. Click on the drop down arrow present at the right of it. Select the number fields, and where filter option is applied, a cascading menu appear displaying the options as shown in figure. See in figure 2.27, a cascading menu is appear here. Select any of the option from the list. Here you are selecting the equal option. Suppose you are selecting the equal option out of that. So equal option is selected. The custom filter dialog box appears. Type 12 in the class is equal to text box and click OK. So it will show all the class 12 students list. Okay. So this is about the filtering in dataset or advanced filter option in dataset. Why we are using filter option? We are using this filter option to find a specific record in a dataset. Okay, so sorting and filtering are two features. Using sorting, you can arrange your data in ascending or descending order in a particular field, and using filtering, you can easily find out a specific record in a field or in a table. Next one is searching in a database. How we can find out any record? Database is not only for storage, it is for retrieval also. Whenever required for future use, we can easily retrieve from there. So how we can do this searching in a database? So steps are: enter a part or whole word, phrase, date or number in the search box and press enter. Access highlights the corresponding characters that matches your search as shown in figure 2.30. In search box it is written Kabir, so Kabir is highlighted here. You can see in search box Kabir is written and Kabir is highlighted after pressing enter. To find the next matching record, press the enter key again. Access find all records that match that your search criteria whenever or wherever in your dataset. Okay, so suppose in the list if more than one Kabir is there, then by pressing enter your selection will jump on from this to next. Okay, so this is searching in database. Using search box we can find out. Search box and press enter. Closing access application. So for closing there is close cross button, or Alt F4 is the universal button. Simply you can close any application, Alt F4, or click on close button. Next is opening an existing database. Select the open option from the file tab and select the database from the recent list, or click on the browse button, browse folder, and select the desired database from the open dialog box. Click on the open button. The selected database will be open. Okay, so now here is the end of the chapter. Log on to Access, go through the PDF, note down the notes given in the PDF. I solve your assignments also. See, note down these notes, prepare your copy. Here is the recap of the chapter. Just go through the recap. A database is a collection of information stored in an organized way. Database is categorized as flat file database and relational database. DBMS stands for Database Management System. It is an application software which is used to create, modify, and extract data from a database. It manages and organizes the records in the form of tables. Here you can see database is categorized as flat file database and relational database management system. Flat file means a type of database where relationship between two table is not possible. Relationship means sharing of data and sharing of records, and relational database means this relationship is possible between two tables. Such type of database is known as RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. Microsoft Access is the most popular and powerful relational database management system used to organize and manipulate data. Templates are pre-built database that focus on a specific task. They can be used instantly and also be downloaded. You can work on a table in two views: design view and datasheet view. A field's data type determines what type of data you can enter into a field. A field property applies to a particular field in a table and define the characteristics of that field. A primary key is a sort of check on the table that every record in the table or inside that particular field is unique. You can sort data within a table with respect to particular field either in ascending or in descending order, and we are using filtering option to find out a specific record in a table. These are the main points of your chapter. Here is the assignments. Fill in the blanks. I sort out. Just maintain in your notebook and learn all this. State true and false. Completed. Application based questions. Completed. Do in your book. And here is your mental ability. Do it yourself. What is database? Give examples. Number of questions and page number. Few questions are there. in page number 40 also. So all these questions you will solve 1 2 3 4, and backside also few questions are given in page number 40 also. So that's all for today. Do all the work in proper way. Have a good day. Thank you.